All right, peeps. For those of you who aren't watching live with us right now, what you're going to want to do right now is below the subscribe button or next to it, there is a little bell logo. You want to hit the bell logo to get notifications, so when I start going live, you get updates and you can come join us. But we got some stuff to talk about, so go ahead and come on in here. We're starting things off with Trey Flowers, Justin Coleman, and Jesse James. Hey, how's it going, Everything King? This has been some day, man. I was anxious to get out of work. Every 5 minutes it seemed like something was going down, man. I think actually out of all three of these moves so far, if you're not counting Amendola, Jesse James is the most underrated move we did. Tight end was weak, and you go ahead and solidify that with someone who can catch the ball. It's been cracking me up. I seen it on Twitter that he never played for the Patriots, and then they brought up that AFC Championship game where he dropped the ball in the end zone. So that's debatable if you want to call that a catch or not. But yeah, I'm glad for the signings too, man. Trey Flowers is going to be huge. Already familiar with his defense. Already going to be a force to reckon with. He's not going to have that much of adjusting to do. Of course, he's got new teammates and stuff like that to go with, but that's going to be nothing. He already knows the playbook. He knows how Patricia's going to want him to play. He should be the smoothest transition out of everybody. And Justin Coleman coming in and teaming up with Darius Slay. They are cousins. I think they said Walker's cousins with him too. So they got 3 family members on the same team. That's going to be huge. Their chemistry should click if they're already related to each other, because at family reunions they play football against each other and they play football, talked about football, all this good stuff. So they're already going to click and gel. That is going to be a dynamic duo, cornerback-wise. Probably one of the best in the NFL. The Lions' defense is going to be a beast. And they're not done making moves yet. They still have the 8th pick in the draft where they can get somebody good. We talked about this in the last stream on my lunch break. We don't know who's going to be there at 8. Greedy Williams could be there, although there's been some reports that the Lions don't want him here just because of his play style. Because the Lions kind of have transitioned to this stricter kind of a team build like the Patriots. So that's kind of a hard people for to adjust to coming out of college. What up, Drew? Everything King and Bravo and everybody watching. Yeah, man, how's it going, Jimbo? How's it going, Bravo? The Nets have the advantage. That's only because the Pistons coming off a back-to-back. So they're going to have a little bit of jet lag and stuff like that. But it's still going to be a good game nonetheless. Pistons making good moves. Lions making good moves. Should be entertaining for the city of Detroit. Now all we need is the Red Wings and the Tigers to finish the rebuild, and we could have a quadruple Detroit team, if that's how you want to call it. But yeah, I've been preaching ever since Patricia got here that the Lions needed to build defense. You hire a defensive coach, you need defensive players, and they are making moves. And not only are they making defensive moves, making strong offensive moves. Jesse James is a solid tight end, and he can run, block, pass block, catch the ball. He's going to be a good red zone threat for Stafford. He'll probably be one of Stafford's favorite targets this season. Yeah, a Barr would be the icing on the cake. If you get Barr, this is just going to solidify this defense, man. It is going to be crazy good already, and adding Barr would be huge. So the Lions, it's weird, man. The Lions have never done anything like this, making moves when they should, how they should, getting players when they need players. It's weird. It's really weird. We didn't trade for another receiver that we didn't need. We got Amendola at a fair price for a hole that we needed. We're doing what we need to do. We're not doing anything extra. We're not trying to be fancy. We're not trying to be pretty. We're They're doing what needs to be done, guys, and it's beautiful to watch. I've never seen the Lions operate so well in free agency. And we already know we're going to get someone decent in the draft. 8th pick, you're already guaranteed to get a guy who's going to be good. Just going to fall on you to develop that guy. Hopefully you don't get another Eric Ebron. But you look at the last couple of years since Quinn's really taken over. I personally would like to see a little bit more improvement from Jared Davis. But he's been improving every year since he's got here. Deshaun Han has been a steal, an absolute steal. So I trust these guys to make the right moves when they need to be due. Yeah, I hope they beat the Nets too. Big game going for playoffs and stuff like that. But you gotta think about it. You gotta be a little bit realistic here, man. Pistons might come out a little bit flat. We don't know if Bruce Brown's playing yet. He was banged up. Blake and Reggie are still both banged up right now. So coming in off a game from last night, the only thing the Pistons got going for them is Reggie, Blake, and Drummond all got some significant rest against the Bulls after blowing them out in the third quarter. So, who knows, man? They might be ready to go. They should be motivated for tonight. It's going to be a big game, one of the biggest games of the season. So, I'm not counting the Pistons out. I've learned my lesson about counting the Pistons out. I learned my lesson about counting teams out in general. You never count a team out until the clock's 0-0. So, but yeah, Pistons Nets should be an entertaining game nonetheless. While we're on the Pistons, Philly just moved up to the 3rd seed. So if playoffs ended today, we would go into Philly and play Philly. That would be a tough one. Which I figured it was inevitable. You can't really keep playing at a high level without your best player. I mean, they've done as well as you could expect. So they've overachieved, in my opinion, without Victor Oladipo. I'm sorry if you guys hear my exhaust leaking. This car is still a work in progress. So, but I had to get out here and start getting caught up on all the news. I'm sure as I'm doing this right now, the Lions are talking to somebody and signing somebody. So, it's a fun day, man. An absolutely fun day. Andre Drummond makes Eastern Conference Player of the Week. And the Lions make some significant moves. Some really good moves at that. Trey Flowers might be one of the most underrated defensive linemen out there. And I don't really want to call him a defensive end. Because even though that's the majority he plays everywhere, man. And it's because of the 3-4 defense. He can play outside linebacker at times, but really he's just playing on the line. He is more of a defensive end, but this guy can play anywhere you want him to play. He is going to be huge. The Lions are sneaky versatile at every position. I don't know if one guy is good at just one thing, but they do a little bit of everything extremely well. I'm really looking forward to seeing this defense. This defense is going to have a lot of potential this year. You get a young guy with the 8th pick, and you might even get one in the 2nd round. I don't know how you're going to do that. Only time's going to tell. But the Pistons, why do I keep calling them the Pistons? You guys got me all confused going back and forth here. But the Lions, they got some serious potential out there. What do you mean they're lying about signing Jesse James? It didn't happen? Did Jesse James happen, or did that not go through? It's not the end of the world if that one doesn't go through. It was just a nice pickup when we got it. And you guys to remember, though, these are all like verbal agreements. Pretty much just talking to their agents and the team. The players can't actually sign contracts until like another week or two or something like that. But I was sure impressed by the moves the Lions made, man. Okay. Don't tease me like that, man. Don't tease me like that. Yeah, I just said that, the Lions defense is already going to be good this season, and getting Barr would solidify that and be the icing on the cake. So with or without Barr, the Pistons should be pretty good. God damn it, guys. The Lions should be pretty good. You guys got me tripping out here. Here's the question for the peeps. Who do you guys take at 8? There's a lot of speculation who's going to fall, who's going to be up there. Personally, if Greedy does fall, I say you take Greedy. I know a lot of guys don't want Greedy, but that would be amazing. The guy's going to be good. I've wanted Greedy even before we fell to the 8th pick, before the last week of the NFL draft. I've really been going after Greedy. Hey man, I'm driving. I can only see that a couple times. Okay, god damn. Devin White or Burns, yep, those are a good one. Will still be good without Bart, yeah. Said that. Trade. You want to trade down? Only if something really good happens. This isn't the NBA. You don't want to trade first-round draft picks. NFL takes a little bit more time to develop players and stuff like that, so you have to be more patient in NFL. But I don't like trading draft picks in NFL just because you don't know what someone's going to be. You look at all the people that the Lions have developed over time, have gotten better. I just don't like trading draft picks personally, unless you trade down to get like 9 or 10, where it's not that big of a difference. But I personally don't like trading draft picks. So I seen another report out there that the Lions are interested in Mark Ingram, but I like Mark Ingram, but does he fit with Detroit? I don't know. Personally, I think just keeping Zinner is going to be cheaper and more effective. He plays with a lot of heart, although he does get banged up a lot, so you got to take that with what you will. But I think Carry-On and Zinner's the way to go for the running back backfield. Running back backfield. So he said, I don't know. You want to sign Devin White? He played for New England too, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he played for New England. Yeah, I'd love to play Carry-On every possession that you possibly could, but yeah, that's just not realistic. You don't want him getting hurt. All right, let's catch up with these last couple here real quick. Yeah, I'm not opposed to drafting a running back, just not with the 8th pick. Not with the 8th pick. Yeah, you got to draft defense. Yeah, Carry-On is a little bit injury prone, so probably keeping Zinner and him. That's the knock on them, is they're both injury prone. But they're both good when they're healthy. They both can be a force to be reckoned with when healthy, and I'm sticking to it. I like Zinner. I like Carry-On. All right, I know there's a couple up here that I missed. You said the Lions will always suck. Is that why you want me to read your chat? Okay, you're funny, bro. You're funny. Yeah, probably 4th or 3rd round. Defense does win championships. That's right. I've been preaching that. That's kind of the foundation for Detroit. No. I didn't say every week. He's the 2nd down back, or 3rd down back. That's what I meant to say. Not 2nd down back. He's just a guy. He's a LeGarrette Blount type of player. When the LeGarrette Blount was being used right, just pound it and get the, not necessarily pretty yardage, just get the plays that need to be done. Carry-On's gonna be the flashy guy. Majority of the snaps in the backfield. So I know Adrian Peterson was a name floating around out there, but I don't think that one's going to work. He's going to want too many touches, and Carry-On is the guy to give the ball to. So that's your opinion, man. The guy produces. Yeah, but that's just short yardage situation. He's not getting primary carries. He's not a primary running back. He's not going to be a star or anything like that. He's just a gritty running back. Nothing fancy, nothing pretty. But those 30 yards per carry is, you know, 2nd and 3 or 3rd and 3 or whatever. I'm not saying to start the guy, guys. Come on, calm down. Just saying he's a quality running back. He's all right. I've been preaching the Lions to get a good championship, or not a championship since I've been alive, but a good defense for years. That's what Detroit's built on. You look at the Pistons. All their championships have been made by defensive stars and some of the best defensive players to ever play the game. Tigers have always had great pitching and infielders and outfielders to make great defensive plays. They hit hard. It's amazing to watch, but the Red Wings, they always poke the ball, or not the ball, they play with the puck. They poke the puck away and check people on the boards and win fights. It's gritty teams that are underdogs that are winning championships. Defense wins championships. Is what makes a Detroit team Detroit. It's kind of our identity is defense, doing the little things that aren't pretty that get the job done, going to work. That's why the 04 Pistons are so highly looked up to in the city, in the state, and across the country. Is defense. They weren't projected to even come close to beating the Lakers. But because they played as a unit, played together, played hard defense, they won. And I've been saying for years upon years, the closest thing that we had with the Lions for defensive wise was Sue. And that squad. That squad was sick. Yeah, unfortunately though, I gotta end it pretty soon. I gotta go eat dinner. But that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get a couple more questions or chats or whatever you will before we end it, though. Couple more. It's been a good day for Detroit sports. A milestone, nonetheless. Hold that there. Don't eat it. Alright, if you guys got nothing else to say, we'll wrap it up there. Again, for those of you, oh yeah, Mosley might hit the market. That'll be a good one. But for those of you guys who haven't heard it before, next to the subscription box, there's a bell. You want to hit the bell. You'll get notifications for when I post videos, when I go live, all that good stuff. Don't want to miss that out. You're going to want to check the description out. Instagram, Twitter's in there, but all that good stuff. I'm sure they got something else. If not, they'll cut somebody. They had a lot of money to spend to start with. They probably won't sign anybody big. Just probably some fill-in guys. Unless they trade away a big contracts. But, alright boys, ladies and gents, it's been real. I'm going to get my grub on. And who knows, I might be back live. But I don't know. We'll have to see how the rest of the day goes. I might stream on my PlayStation, play some of the show before the new one comes out and talk some more to you guys, but no promises, but just keeping this one short and sweet.